Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about which stat is best to train in anime fighting sim. Now this is a little bit controversial and may not be agreed on by most people because this opinion may differ. But honestly, your opinion is wrong if you disagree with me. It's just the truth. I'm sorry. It just is what it is, bro. Like, it's just a fact. Again, you know, just all facts in this channel, no caps, alright? So what is the best stat to train in this game? Well, I'll tell you. It's pretty simple. And it is Chakra. Chakra is by far the best to train in anime fighting sim. And I'll give you my whys and hows. The first is why. Why is it the best? And why did I come to this conclusion? Is because this game is ultimately decided by strength. Not by the strength stat, but by actual power. Actual raw power. I'm sorry to say this, but I did the math and I figured out the values of why I came to this conclusion, and I'll tell you why Chakra is the most important, and we're gonna go to the wiki. So let's just go to the wiki. What's in the wiki? Well, the wiki has a list of powers and multipliers that you can do the math with based off your actual chakra. SP chakra times that by 5, and that's your damage for this. The spiral chakra, and the highest, if you don't know, the highest power multiplier right now is tailed monster bomb compared to any other power. And my voice is giving out. I've been recording 4 videos trying to get all of this fucking out and recorded so I can just edit it. So every other power, let's say like horrid sun, all right, I'll drop that right there. We do about 28 OC, and we do tail bomb 32 OC. So these values are right about monster tail bomb dealing the most multiplier, and where is it? We're a horrid sun 30 times dealing 5 times less. So yeah, these values are correct and I believe it. I'm not gonna fact check it, I'm too lazy, but I'm just gonna believe the wiki. The wiki is usually right, but if you still don't believe me that Chakra is the most powerful stat in this game, honestly, and it is the stat you should be training first in this game, okay? You should always train Chakra first, durability second, and then strength. Strength is last. But I came to this conclusion because it is literally obvious, but most people don't understand. So I'll tell you the powers right now, and it's really fucking simple. Looking at this list of powers right now, you can tell it's a little bit small, right? The list is a little short. The bar is a little bit of a long boy. The bar is pretty long. But if you go to durability, the bar is still the same size. So it's pretty bad. But if you go to Chakra, that bar is a little bit smaller now. But let's go to sword skill. The bar is literally half this. Honestly, it's just half the entire thing. Okay, I'm a speed, no bar. Agility, no bar. Okay, that's good. So you can get an idea of how many powers exist in this game based on so strength, there is about this much powers, which is pretty decent, I guess. Durability, there's about this much. Chakra, this list is fucking long. It's the developer's fault for the reason why Chakra is, you know, the best power right now. If honestly, if they evened this out, like made this even, like there's like all these bars are like the same, like, you know, it's all the same and not this fucking long. If it's all the same, you would bring up a pretty good argument of why this stat is stronger than this. Comparing the amount of powers to actual other powers, it just doesn't compare, bro. Telling you this right now as an OC player, I like how I'm saying that when I'm only 1 OC, but I'll get there, right? Chill. You will be using Chakra powers more than any other power in the game. Like out of any other power, you'll be using, like, all your powers here are mostly, like, I would say 80% of your powers are Chakra based. Like right now you're using like all Chakra, I promise. The only thing you honestly will use in strength, in my opinion, is when you reach the end of the game is impact recoil, which is pretty good in my opinion. Ultimate power for AoE, King's outburst for stun and AoE. That's pretty much it. These are pretty useless in my opinion. These are only used if you literally don't have any other power to use, and that means you're a new player. But honestly, you'll be using these more, and that means you will spam that more. Okay, these abilities, you will be spamming all these more than any other ability. All right, ignore falling down master, but because that scales off durability, I think, and I don't have that much durability, but it really doesn't matter because most of your powers that you will be using are chakra based. And what does that mean essentially? There's more powers or whatever, there's more, and this is even going for specials, by the way. I'm not even talking about specials, but most of these scale off chakra, in my opinion. Most of these are chakra. Some of them are sword, but honestly, if you're a new player, once you get to a point of that I've reached, it's kind of hard to train sword, and it should be obvious seeing the leaderboard. Ignore Kelvin GTS. This man is honestly the most I don't know how he gets like this high. Okay, that's a glitch. Holy shit, SXD, that's a glitch. He's honestly, in my opinion, Kelvin GTS just overrated. I don't want to start beef, but he's got fucking connections with developers. He's probably spending a shit ton of Robux to get server boosts, so it's easy for him to just rank up. So it doesn't really compare to these guys, in my opinion. And he's just doing it to advertise. I mean, I respect it, being the strongest, but holy shit, easy. Just looking at this leaderboard, you know, sword is literally the lowest out of everything. Ignore the glitch guy or the hacker, but DD, okay, ignore Kelvin GTS, but no, it doesn't really matter. The highest is 1D for chakra. Durability is 1D or close to 1D, or 1DD, I mean 1DD, you know, 1 decagon or 1 decagon, or however you say it, 1 deca, I'll just say deca. Our top strength is 1 deca, and sword is literally half a deca, so it's not even worth training sword, in my opinion, because it can't even, it's literally the slowest to train in this game. And I mean, you can, in my opinion, train sword if you want to, like, I mean, I'm not gonna stop you, but looking at the leaderboard, it's obviously not as easy to train as the others. It's half as slow, and if you want to get strong fast, well, these sword specials, sword powers aren't really gonna do you much in this game, like once you reach a certain point in the game. Like right now, if you are at probably around here, it's gonna be easy to train it, like really easy. But once you reach these, like near the end or like halfway, it's training sword or being a sword main is really, you're weak. I'm sorry, you're just weak, and it's gonna take forever for you to like get to a strong sword power, or like a strong sword stat number, like maybe like a 1N sword, or like, you know, something good. But you could have spent that time getting stronger, and you would be way stronger if you spent that time elsewhere, in my opinion, instead of training sword. Okay, so sword is not the best to train in this game. It is useless. Comparing with the sword specials, there are basically none. There's very few sword skills, in my opinion. So sword isn't the best. Now the next argument you'd probably bring up is, well, no, durability is the #1 thing you should be training for. And I ask people why they think that, and usually they can't come up with a good answer, and it's mostly because they don't know why you should train durability, and they don't know why, or their exact reasoning, or how important it really is to train durability. But I'll tell you right now, in my opinion, it is dog shit to train. It is 0. It isn't worth the effort to train it, because I did the math testing this out, like getting damaged and stuff, and I've learned that your health is basically how much durability you have, which is 100 SP, right? So if I have 100 SP, scale that by times 50. So 100 SP times 50 is about 5 OC. So I have about 5 OC health right now. And if I had let's say 100 OC, the highest multiplying power was 35, which is tailed bomb. So we'll go with 100 SP and times 35. That's about 3.5 OC times 2 if you have explosive nova. So this power right here, explosive nova. And if you have Akaza, which boosts your damage by 60%. All right. Oops, my bad. And it boosts by times 60, and that's an additional this much. Yeah, I think that's an additional this much. So this much plus this much, it gives 11 OC. So you deal 11 OC when training the equal amount of durability, you only get half that. So if I bring up like Explosive Nova and fucking Akaza, I'll one-shot anybody that has 100 SP regardless. So if you put someone with 100 SP durability against someone with 100 SP chakra, sorry, you're just a meatball. Sorry, you're just a fucking meat shield. You're useless, okay? Like it's just not worth training durability. Like you have to like train this 5 times your chakra, and that's just not worth it. It's just more time spent, and it's easier to train chakra. They train the same amount of time, so it doesn't matter, okay? So that is the reason why durability does not compare to chakra in any fucking way. And I think the devs know this. Like they don't really care about power scaling, or they don't really balance any powers. They've said they've done that before. I think they have. Like I'm pretty sure I remember an update where it said like power balancing, like they balance some powers, but really, I mean, they kind of did. Like right now, Jet Quirk is the most OP one. Like it used to be the most OP. Like you just teleport to someone and hit them, and like boom, they like you just teleport to them. It's like Severed Universe, but just quicker. Like at least but this is annoying because you hit like a bunch of people and not one person, which is annoying. And Jet Quirk is like targeted. Like this is targeted to one person, and this used to be OP until they really nerfed it by adding I think 5 more seconds into the cooldown. Kind of useless, and lowered its DPS by a shit ton. So it's kind of not worth it. I would say Severed Universe is better. This is speaking in tournaments, by the way. They do some power balancing, but it's not really like actual balancing. If they really wanted to balance powers, they would have made powers ordered conveniently, like equally given to each stat. Like it would be like a good argument now. Like you could put, if there's not that much chakra powers and the durability had the same amount, you could make a good argument. Like yeah, sure, of course, like yeah, because there's like like even amount of powers, but there's not. Like there's too many chakra powers in this game, and chakra powers you will be using way more than any other powers here. Trust me, you will. Like these powers, you will be using them forever in this game. So the best stat to train, I've already explained, is chakra. It just doesn't beat it. And strength, I'm not even gonna talk about strength. Like nobody uses strength. Like if you're strength main, you're fucking stupid. Like you actually have less than a brain in your skull. I'm sorry. If you're a strength main, you're just downright retarded. There's no reason to main strength. Like at least durability, you're like maining some health, I guess. But keep in mind the multiplier is times 50, so whatever your stat is just times 50, and that's your health. So that's how much literal damage you can tank. So I did the math on mine, and it's 5 OC. Bitch, anybody with 100 OC is one-shotting me, even though I have 100 SP. The multiplier sucks. It's terrible. Even if they made it times 100, it's still not viable enough to train first. Sorry, it's just not. You can't. And you can make the argument like, yeah, sure, just use, what if they have Explosive Nova on? It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Like they deal half that, but it doesn't matter because I'm not talking about damage now. I'm just talking about overall power spam. You can't fight someone if they have Explosive Nova. Just spam powers on them. I'm not only talking about Tail Bomb, and we talked about it dealing 11 OC as we did the math. You still have a bunch of powers that you can use against them, man. You can just use Horrid Sun, use a fucking Jet Quirk, which scales off chakra. You'll one-shot them if you combo them with like 2 powers. It doesn't matter, okay? Like training durability. So I'm tired of like hearing this like durability like first bullshit. Like I don't know why people think that training durability matters, but it doesn't, okay? It doesn't matter, all right? It's literally dog shit. There's no point to training it. So people that say like train durability first, like you're just as stupid as you're just as stupid as strength mains, in my opinion. You're just as dumb as them. It's just basic math, bruh. There's nothing. It's not that deep, dude. It's really not that deep. Durability doesn't give much, okay? Period. There's nothing durability gives. It doesn't give enough. All right, It just doesn't. It can't. With the same, like, equal, like 100 durability versus 100 chakra, 100 chakra comes out on top. I'm sorry. And it doesn't matter, whatever. Like, it doesn't even matter in this game because you'll get one shot anyway. Like, trust me. If they have the powers you have, they probably have it too. And you're probably against them. So it's honestly just who can one shot who first. And it doesn't matter training durability then. It just matters training the most damage you can do. And the most damage you can do is chakra based, so you should probably train chakra. That is enough for today's video. My head is feeling light. My head hurts. I'm tired. God, man, I'm tired of hearing that. Stop. All right, stop. Just stop. Literally quit it. I don't even want to hear your arguments, honestly. Like, anything you argue in the comments about durability, like being first, you're stupid. You're just dumb. Like, there's no argument. There's no good argument to it. I already did the math for you, and my math, you can do it yourself, by the way. Like, if you don't believe me that it's times 50, it times 50 to your actual health. I mean, you can do the math yourself, but you'll find those numbers to be accurate. It's pretty much times 50. I'm 100% positive it is. I mean, if you want to fact check me, go ahead. I'm telling you right now that there is literally no other person to believe but me when it comes to facts. All right, so when you stop watching this video, make sure to go train chakra first, then durability, and then strength. That is all I honestly have to say, boys. There's nothing much else to say. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video when I feel the fuck like it.